Shalom. Uh, this will be a. I guess my computer shut down on me, so I'm gonna do my best to redo the video that I was attempting to do. Okay, but Shalom. I want to start off by giving all glory, honor, and praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem HaKakodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. And salutations to the brothers teaching the truth and sincerity. And Shalom to the hopeful elect. 1/3 the sincere listeners. All right. At this point, I said what I said in the spirit. I'm gonna do my best to make the valid points that I need to, but certain things I won't be able to harp on if I don't remember to say it. But this title of this video is called "We Need to Be Refined and Speak in Parables." Okay, and especially in these times, the accuser is changing laws to ensnare us and stuff like that. So we need to speak in parables and code, basically, and only a language we understand, and only for the initiated, only the ones that need to know. You know what I'm saying? If you're initiated, you're gonna understand what's going on, right? When we're calling out certain nations, we just call them by their biblical nationality and keep it at that. We don't need to explain to you who they are anymore. Go watch our old videos and you can find that. Okay? But we're moving into the kingdom at God's speed. All right? So we're only going to speak in parabolic talk, and that's how we should be speaking. We shouldn't even be spelling we shouldn't have to spell everything out for these people. The apostles gave out the breakdowns. You know what I'm trying to say? As long as we know it, the initiated know it, hopefully we're the elect, that's all that matters. You know what I mean? We're still going to be out there. We're still going to do what we got to do. But if you can't get it, we moving on, simple and plain. Psalm 78:2, I will open my mouth in a parable, I will utter dark sayings of old. Okay, and yeah, man, we're going to be speaking in parables, simple and plain. Okay. It sucks when you're in the zone, man. You know what I'm saying? And the shit just shut down on you. It didn't even auto save, so I couldn't even continue where I left off. I gotta make these points, though. I gotta bring it out. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. Matthew 13:10. And the disciples came and said unto him, Why speakest thou unto them in parables? And he answered and said unto them, Because it is given unto you to know the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven, but to them it is not given. For whosoever hath to him shall be given, and he shall have more abundance. But whosoever hath not, from him shall be taken away, even that he hath. Therefore speak I to them in parables, because they seeing see not, and hearing they hear not, neither do they understand. Right? And yeah, because you don't understand because you're wicked, at the end of the day. And good for you. All right? And jumping down. All right, Matthew 13:34. All these things spake Yahushai unto the multitude in parables, and without a parable spake he not unto them. Right, so Yahushai was always speaking in parables. He didn't speak without saying a parable. He didn't, he had to always speak in parables. Why? Because he's using wisdom. And he was testing the spirit of men. He wanted to know if the Holy Spirit was on, he was testing if the Holy Spirit was on them or not. If the Holy Spirit was on them, they would receive it. Right? That it might be fulfilled, which was spoken by the prophet, saying, I will open my mouth in parables. I will utter things which have been kept secret from the foundation of the world. Damn. And, and that's exactly what we're doing. He's uttering things we're uttering things from the foundation of the world that has been kept secret, but it's even though we're uttering it or we're speaking it, it's still a secret. It's an open secret that you can't get. Okay? You cannot get in. All right? You feel me? Like, that's just what it is. I'll read NLT real quick. Yahushua always used stories and illustrations like these when speaking to the crowds. In fact, he never spoke to them without using such parables. This was fulfilled what Yahweh had spoken through the prophet. I will speak to you in parables. I will explain things hidden since the creation of the world. You know what I mean? And that's exactly what we're doing. And you basically, if you don't know, then you missed the train. You missed the train, man. You missed the jet. You missed the chariot. Okay? Because, you know, you should have you know, really it's all of the Lord anyways. This is the Lord's thing. It's not ours. Okay. Parable. It says allegorical or metaphorical narrative, usually having a moral for instruction. Late parable, modern from early 14th century, saying story in which something is expressed in terms of something else. Parabolic style in writing, from Latin parabola. And just to add on, Southern Kingdom, they're known for speaking in parables, man. Judah, Benjamin, Levi, okay? That's in their spirit. Like you come around a Benjaminite, or it's like a Benjamite, um, and they're speaking in parables. Okay, best believe that Judah, that they invented parables. Yahushua. Okay, come on. You know what I mean? Parabolic style in writing, from Latin parabola, comparison, from Greek parabole, comparison, parable, literally a throwing beside, hence a juxtaposition, from para, alongside, bowl, a throwing, casting, beam, ray, related to, ball into throw, you know. You get the idea with that. But yeah, simple and plain. This is Proverbs 1:5. It says, a wise man will hear and will increase learning, and the man of understanding shall attain unto wise counsels, to understand a proverb and the interpretation of the words of the wise and their dark sayings. Okay? Parables. Okay? This is what we're supposed to be doing, you know? And you need the Holy Spirit to be able to understand these things. Okay? Psalm 49:4. I will incline my ear to a parable. I will open my dark saying upon the harp. And we ain't doing nothing that the Lord didn't command us to do. Okay? Best believe that. Ezekiel 17:2. Son of man, put forth a riddle and speak a parable unto the house of Israel. Okay? That's a straight cut. Okay? This is Sirach 39. I'll start at 1. But he that giveth his mind to the law of the Most High, and is occupied in the meditation thereof, will seek out wisdom of all the ancient, and be occupied in prophecies. He will keep the sayings of the renowned men, and where subtle parables are, he will be there also. He will seek out the secrets of grave sentences, and be conversant in dark parables. Just like we're supposed to go into the root word of in the Hebrew, get the better understanding of what it actually means, right? That's going into breaking things down, man. And try and get that understanding from Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Okay? This is Wisdom Solomon 8 and 8. If a man desire much experience, she knoweth things of old, and conjureth aright what is to come. She knoweth the subtleties of speeches, and can expound dark sentences. She foreseeth signs and wonders, and the events of seasons and times. And this is talking about wisdom. Okay, when you read up ahead, when you read up above. Okay, but that's we're in these times. Okay, you know. And then last one here. This is Sirach. Sirach 6 and 35, Ecclesiasticus 6 and 35. Be willing to hear every godly discourse, and let not the parables of understanding escape thee. Right? So you gotta be on a level to hang, honestly. You gotta be on a level, and the train is moving, the chariot taking off, man. The jet, we're out of here. We're out of here. We ain't waiting on nobody to come get to understand this. You know what I'm saying? If you get it, you get it, and you don't, you don't. So the moral of this video is to, be in the mindset of being refined, speaking more so in parables, in code and stuff like that. Especially us brothers here in Canada. That's just, that's the mindset we gotta have going in and doing our videos and going out on the highways and byways, doing the live streams as well. You know what I mean? So Lord will you edify and say shalom to the next one.